Hi, I'm Emmett.
And hi, I'm Dexter.
And this is Eavesdroppers, the podcast where we get nosy and listen in on conversations so you don't have to. If this is your first time listening, how the podcast works is we overhear things entirely on accident in passing throughout our day to day, and here we will try to guess the context to the things we accidentally overhear. Fellas, countrymen, it's been a hot second, and I don't remember who went last time. First, I mean.
God, neither do I.
Cool. Well, I remember that I think I went first on the second episode, so that must mean that you went first on the third. So now it's me?
Yeah, okay, just go for it.
God fucking speed. Okay. So, in the so much time has passed in between these episodes that not only did I leave my previous job working for the DNR, I have gotten a new job working for a grocery store. And it's a job that involves a lot of like going out and like being amongst the people. Like I do like online grocery pickup type stuff where like people order their groceries online and then I run out through the store and pick up their groceries for them. It's good work. But oh my god, have I heard some shit. So one of the first ones I have on the list. Actually, yeah, I'll do this one because I'm really excited about it. I'm not going to do these in order. Not that I think it matters. So I was passing by somebody, and I heard them say, "We sell the bleach right next to the Coke, you know, to help wash it down." Which is, in fact, true.
That's
we
just
do
me.
sell the bleach right next to the Coke.
I said that. I said that.
It was you, I just didn't see.
Yeah, listen, Coke is so bad.
What?
It's so bad.
What's bad?
Both.
What did you, what's bad?
You said you sell the Coke right next to the bleach, right?
Yeah.
They're both bad.
I like Coke. Well, I know that you don't like anything that has bubbles in it, carbonation, or like sparkling or what have you.
I'll die.
Yeah, you're a baby. So yeah, to you it would be bad, but
See, so you just wash it down, so the Coke, I mean, with the bleach to make it worse, and then you die.
I was thinking the other way around for some reason. You drink the bleach first, and then you wash it down with the Coke.
I feel like it depends on the person. It's really what you feel in your heart.
I came into contact recently with somebody who thought that Coke and Pepsi taste exactly the fucking same.
It was me.
And I had a heart attack. Wait, really?
Yeah, it was me. I was like, they taste exactly the same, and then you killed me with your bare hands.
And then I fucking strangled you. Well, I don't personally think that they taste the same at all, but I do from a perspective of someone who doesn't drink them frequently, you just think all of them taste bad.
Yeah, so that's the flavor I get from drinking them is bad. I've been told that they are definitely absolutely not the same, by my entire family. I say that and then they look at me like I murdered someone.
It was me! It was me! I cannot fucking stand Pepsi. Don't even fucking talk to me about Pepsi. Coke is decent, but I prefer the kinds that are like flavored, you know, like vanilla or like they have peach now, which is pretty great. But I did come into contact with someone recently who was like, oh yeah, they both taste exactly the same. But not in the context of like they think that it tastes bad, in the context of they just
think it's the same?
Yeah, and I like it's to each their own. I can't wrap my head around how something I fucking hate Pepsi. I don't understand.
Listen, I have two things.
We're sponsored by Pepsi.
First of all, my family used to work at Pepsi. They will kill you.
Oh yeah, they did.
Second of all, I read somewhere a long time ago that I don't remember which one was which, but either Coke or Pepsi was made to be drinked, drunkened, while cold, and the other one was not because it was made before
ice cubes had been invented.
Yeah, I guess.
Holy shit.
So they taste exactly the same while one is cold and one is room temperature, but they taste different when they're both cold. At least that's what I read. I totally forget where I read it, or maybe it was a dream. I can't tell.
The Onion.
The Onion, yeah, probably.
Holy shit.
I believe everything I read.
No, I mean, even if that isn't true, that's a wild fucking concept.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So, hey, this has nothing to do with the context of what... I mean, listen.
The PepsiCo discourse.
The PepsiCo discourse is now, hey, welcome to our Coke fan cast. That's the whole thing.
It's like the, Coke or Pepsi book, or whatever, where you
Fucking
filled out.
Wait, you filled that out?
Oh, absolutely not. I just saw it in the store and was like, haha, that would be fun, and then never thought about it again.
Dude, we should play Coke or Pepsi sometime. It's one of my favorite games.
Cool.
Okay, they had a Coke or Pepsi book in the middle school library, I remember. And it's weird because it's a book that you're supposed to fill out, you know?
Yeah, so it was in the library. It was
in the library, and I was like, what the fuck? Why?
They actually did that with,
coloring books?
No. They did it with, the Fill Out Your Own Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. I remember one of the questions or whatever that you had to fill out was, do you pee in the pool? And I...
No, please go on.
I need everyone to understand that I filled this out ages ago, and I found it again, like, a couple years ago, and I was reading through it because I didn't want to clean my room like I was supposed to.
Sure.
And, the answer was yes. And I was like, cool. That was what I did.
Well, yeah, everyone does when they're like 5 or whatever.
Oh, I was much older than 5 at the point I had that book.
You were 16.
No, that's how old I am now. Wait, no, it's not.
Oh. Old boy. Senior citizen.
I forgot.
I had that exact same fucking experience, and I cannot stress that to you enough. The only thing that I remember about it, though, what made me throw it away, finding it years later, is that I think I wrote down something about how Roderick was hot, and I just fucking burned it on the spot. Can't do that. Like, he's a it wasn't even, like, the movies I don't think had even come out yet. So yeah, it was just a fucking like, cartoony looking... Like, what are you talking about, honey?
Okay, the movie Roderick definitely wasn't attractive, but it was, like, tenfold in the books, because he was bald!
They were all bald!
Except for the women. They were all bald.
And I think the dad.
Yes, you're correct. So yeah, pretty much every boy that was drawn in that book was, in fact, bald.
Why did they make them have hair in the movies? Give him the disgusting buck teeth and shit. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, so it's like when people get upset about Harry Potter's eyes not being green in the movies. It's like, why weren't they all bald in the movies?
He was allergic to having a shaved head. You know what? That was nothing. The whole thing, all of that was absolutely nothing. But I think now it's time to move on. Would you like to take us away?
Yes. Yes. Listen, I've had these sitting. Do you recall Mega Bev? Because I still have one from Mega Bev, and I'm saving this one for last.
I found your fucking 14 Horses beer at the store I work at.
No!
And it was so... I fucking stopped dead in my goddamn tracks. My fucking cart that I was wheeling, like, screeched to a stop. I just stared at it for, like, 5 minutes.
It's like, wow, this actually exists, because you don't think it does until you see
because
that.
we made it sound like it was some, like, ancient fucking, like, potion that
Yeah.
you had to, like, get sacrificed or something to, like, witness. And it was just there for, you know, I don't know, $15.
Like, cheap. It's like someone who listened to this is gonna see kinky alcohol or whatever out in the store, and they're gonna burst into tears. They're just, yeah.
They will go into cardiac arrest and die on the spot.
No, we caused that. People will sue.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, in the back of Megabev, upon the wall, there was a hole. And it was, the walls are, like, metal.
Holes in convenience store walls have never been a good sign, man.
And it was kind of high up, a little bit, like, above everyone's heads.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But here's what made it questionable. Because upon the wall next to the hole was, did Jay do this?
Jay?
Did Jay do this? And I don't know why, but I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. Because they didn't just consult Jay. They didn't just ask him. They wrote it upon the wall.
They're asking. Wait. It wasn't on, like, a sticky note. It was, like, on the wall?
Yeah, it was written in marker on the wall. Hold on. Okay, anyway, so it was written. Yeah, it was written on the wall. I'm pretty sure it was in,
blood.
No, it was blue. Definitely not blood. But, it was, like, dry erase marker, I feel.
Sure.
But I didn't touch it or anything. There were shelves and whatever in front of it, so I couldn't investigate further. But I did get an image. It's very important to me.
Is it on your phone?
Yes, it is.
You can text it to me or put it on the Tumblr, and then I can put it in the video that will eventually be made of this. I think I'm gonna do that with like the 14 hands.
The 14 hands.
Yeah, because I do have a picture of it. Did I send it to you?
No, you did not.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I only heard legends and tales, and honestly, I don't need to see it again.
First of all, there were two.
There were two?
One of them was like, okay, did the one that you see have a full horse on it?
No. It was just the head.
Okay, I saw that one, and then I saw another one that had the full horse. And unfortunately, no, the horse did not have 14 hands.
Our theory, no!
It's not canon in the 14 hands lore! Oh god, but,
Okay, actually, I was watching, like, a show or something, and they were talking about horses.
Horses?
And they... Horses! Shut up! Okay, so the horses... they were talking about horses, and they said hands in a context about horses.
Uh-huh.
So I'm pretty sure it made sense. I just didn't understand because I don't get horses. So I bet if people who know about horses listen to that episode, they're probably gonna eat our asshole.
Our shared asshole.
Collective hive mind asshole.
I think Hive Mind Asshole is the name of my new metal band. Anyway. Oh shit. Okay, so did Jay do this?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Has Jay done this? Wait, why are you confirming for him? He's not here to defend himself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen, they didn't just it wasn't like, Jay, did you do this? They were asking literally anyone but Jay.
Jay, yeah.
Like, why?
It's because no one trusts Jay. He's a liar.
He's a pathological liar. Like...
See, I'm not even wondering why they asked if Jay did this. I just feel like he did. I feel it in my bones.
Who else would it have been if not Jay?
Yeah, like, everybody else in the store seems fairly innocent. But I just want to know how he made the hole. Because it was pretty fist-sized, I think. But it wasn't where a fist would be able to reach.
He jumped.
So,
He jumped.
I feel like if he jumped, he would have gotten his arm stuck, like, in the hole, and he'd just been hanging there.
You underestimate the power of Jay. He's a very strong man.
Jay is Jesus Christ.
It's for Jesus! Oh fuck, did Jesus do this? Was this an act of God?
No, that's like a billboard that I feel like you should have seen just on the road. Did Jesus do this?
I probably did see it. It probably exists. Oh man.
If anybody's out there and have seen a "Did Jesus do this" billboard, link us up,
but
you know?
in reference to, like, what? I mean, like,
I don't...
what
It could be, like, pointing at, like, a corpse or something. Like, a billboard on the road is pointing to a corpse.
What are they advertising?
Did Jesus do this?
Did Jesus do this? And then it's pointing to, like, I don't know, Trump or something. I think not.
Did Jesus do
this? This is not an act of God. So, okay, Jesus punched a hole in the wall of the Mega Bev. In the wall of Mega Beverly. Who...
See, but why would they call him Jay?
Maybe they're close.
They're brothers.
In the Christianity lore, does Jesus have a brother?
Please confirm.
I don't know. Let me check the Christian wiki. Like, I don't know.
The Bible!
This is the Bible! The first known wiki to ever get published.
That's the Bible!
What? Wait, why were we talking about if Jesus had a brother? Oh, because they're close.
Because I said that Jay was a brother.
Okay.
Was Jesus' brother.
Oh, Jay is Jesus' brother.
Yeah, maybe that's why he could jump so high. He inherited the powers of Jesus Christ.
Does the powers of Jesus Christ include jumping very high?
I'd hope
like
so.
Spider sense, or like what's the deal here?
In the Christian canon, Jesus just has Spider-Man superpowers.
Oh my god. He can walk on water.
So
he can swing from webs. Wait, no. He was in is it Jerusalem or Israel?
Yeah, it's Jerusalem.
Okay, in Jerusalem, they didn't have, like, skyscrapers or some shit. He wouldn't have been able to fucking swing around like Spider-Man does now in New York fucking
but that doesn't...
City.
Hear me out. He had the powers, he just didn't have the ability to use them. Also, that means the spider that bit Spider-Man to give Spider-Man his powers was also related to
God.
Jesus. Oh, okay.
It was God. Oh my god.
He knew that Spider-Man was the man we needed, but...
Are we saying that Spider-Man is the second coming of Christ?
I think so.
Holy shit, that's so good. Wait.
We get a little controversial here.
Once in a while, it's time for a little controversy.
We talk about Jesus Christ very frequently.
Because, I mean, why wouldn't we?
You know what? You're right. I wonder how uncomfortable that makes people.
All two people who listen.
Okay, listen, I have a very Christian friend who listens to this. You can't.
Well, I wish you would have said something, because now I feel bad. Listen, we have a very close, tight-knit audience, and I don't want to disrespect them, because we need to take what we can get as, like, from an audience perspective.
Like, I send it to a group chat, and that's it. That's it.
Listen.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, like, 2 of them listen to it consistently, one of them more than the other, and then one of them has just forgotten to listen to it. And I understand.
Well, yeah, that's fair, because we've been gone for 8 years, while our lives have changed.
That, and she only listened to the first episode and just didn't continue after that.
Oh, good.
And I feel like that's understandable.
I feel like it's because the other videos on YouTube just didn't have sound. And that was my bad. Hey guys, it's Emmett. I just wanted to tell you, I am so fucking sorry. Nobody said anything. Nobody told me.
I mean, 3 people watched it and were like, this is weird. This video doesn't have any sound. And then they clicked out because they didn't care.
Welcome to our podcast that only dogs can hear. I hate this. Listen, I need the disclaimer. Well, I mean, okay, the videos don't have sound. I'm sorry, I fixed it. It won't happen again. And if it does, you have every right to just fucking beat the shit out of me. But I will say that I am not Christian. My family, we've been to church maybe like twice, and one of those times was for a funeral. I've never read the Bible. We aren't at all like a religious family. I mean, we're not like atheists. We just kind of like we celebrate Christmas, but we don't know jack shit about Jesus or whatever. You know what I mean? We just like getting free shit from each other, and that's literally the whole thing. I don't know anything about any religion at all. I don't know anything about any religion. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyway, Jesus Christ is Spider-Man 2.
I like that disclaimer, and you were like very apologetic, like, hey, listen, I don't know anything. But I do know this. Spider-Man is Jesus Christ.
I do know this. Peter Parker can walk on water. Oh god.
Maybe the powers collectively get worse as the generations go on, and that's why Spider-Man can't walk on water.
Oh, so it's like the opposite of My Hero Academia.
Yes.
Where instead of Deku getting like, oh, I got this new power because it was passed down from All Might and blah 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 blah. Spoilers? I mean, it's episode 1, so I think we're fine. It's like, oh, you get this power, but minus this one attribute. So now instead of getting to walk on water, you just get like, you can climb, and oh, I have something. I think Spider-Man actually like built the web shit like himself. Like that's not a part of his powers. I think I remember reading somewhere. Wasn't that in Homecoming? I remember reading somewhere that the webs that Spider-Man like, slings aren't actually part of his superpowers. They're something he made. And I think that's shown in, like, Homecoming. Not that I've seen it, which is unfortunate, because it looks pretty good. But, yeah, I do think that the webs aren't part of his... I think he can, like, stick to walls, and he has spidey sense, and then that's it.
Oh, that's boring. I just really like the idea that he now has the ability to just shit silk.
Mom, I made you the sweater.
Grandma doesn't have to make me a sweater anymore. I can do it with my own asshole, so it's fine.
Wait, why does he doesn't, in canon, he doesn't shit the webs, they come out of his wrists or whatever.
I know, that's what I'm saying, though, is that if
you just want Spider-Man to shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Not even webs, you just want him to shit in general.
It's what he deserves. He hasn't shit in 14 years.
He hasn't taken a shit. Okay. So did Jay do this?
Oh my god, I forgot that was the one we were still on. We got so far off track.
Yeah,
like
last time we didn't even try.
No, we absolutely did not.
Yeah. So did Jay do this? They were talking. So what happened was, like a villain or some shit. So as we've established, Jesus Christ's descendant is Spider-Man. And Spider-Man was like fighting a villain or some shit. And, they call Spider-Man J, because it's like Junior. Jesus Jr. It should be JJ, but they're lazy. He was like fighting a villain or some shit, and he accidentally slung himself into a fucking wall, and now there's just a hole there.
And everybody got really angry because they feel like he should just stop doing this at this point. He should be better at his job. He's the descendant of Jesus Christ.
You are the descendant of. You shouldn't even. Wasn't he like passive? Like, don't. Why are you punching? Like, just calm down, man. Oh.
This isn't what Jesus would have wanted. This isn't
What
what
would
your
Jesus
father would
do?
have wanted. What would Jesus do?
Yeah, God. Okay. So are we good with that one?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I feel content. I feel at peace. Okay. Next one. Hungry for your kidneys? Hungry
Didn't like
for
that.
your kidneys?
Crunchy.
No, they're not. They're the opposite. They're squishy.
No. See, listen. Crunchy is the only valid word you can use when talking about eating things.
But what if it's
Squishy?
like
Bad.
applesauce?
Crunchy.
No.
It might not be crunchy, but this is how it must be. It's like taking a drink and saying slorp, like that's the worst. You have to say crunch.
Dexter, have you been like running around drinking shit and being like, this is pretty crunchy? Like, I think people are worried about you. They're worried. Stop. Can you give me a pulse up to the fucking McDonald's drive-thru? Hey fellas, can you hit me up with your crunchiest Mick Coca-Cola or some shit?
I would never drink Coca-Cola. I would never use this drive-thru at McDonald's. I would never leave my home. What? This story is inaccurate on 8 different accounts.
Yeah, it is.
Get your facts straight.
Listen, we had a conversation recently while we were playing, I think, Stardew Valley, and Dexter hates honey.
Honey is disgusting.
I am the opposite, where honey is my biggest sexual fetish.
Fetish.
I fucking what? What did you say?
I said sexual fetish because I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Oh. Okay. I mean, good. I'm glad we're on. Good. I'm glad we're on the same page. I fucking love honey, and I've had honeycomb before. And Dexter was like, "Oh, I've always wanted to try honeycomb, even though I wouldn't like the taste. I just want the crunchy." And I was like, "I have terrible news. Honeycomb isn't actually crunchy. It's kind of like biting into a candle because it's all wax."
It's so awful. I just wanted the crunch.
Gee, there's a thing called a. Hang on. I get it at the farmer's market sometimes, but despite that, I cannot for the fucking life of me remember what it's called. I just kind of grab it and then throw the money at the nice old lady who bakes them and then leave. Is this it? Is this what it's called? I'm Googling it, I'm sorry. Yes, a baklava. Have you ever had that?
A what?
Baklava, like B-A-K, and then lava.
Hold on, let me Google it. Let me Google it
You
back.
have never... Okay. You've never eaten anything other than dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets, so I don't know why I bothered to fucking ask. But, you know, it's always nice. It is the crunchiest, flakiest thing I have ever eaten, and I think that you would very much enjoy it.
Crunchy.
Good. It's so good.
Ooh, it does look crunchy.
Yeah, it's layers. It looks like a lasagna.
But dessert
Lasagna. Dessert lasagna.
There's so many bad ways you can pronounce lasagna. And lasagna would be one of them.
Lasagna in and of itself is an unfortunate term.
Yeah, there's an N in it, but it doesn't pronounce it.
Lasagna?
Okay, maybe it's a G.
It's like,
my bad. I can't count.
Lass and ya. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, hey. Kidneys?
Oh, kidneys! Kidneys, you're right. I feel so defeated that we had to come back to that.
I've already deleted the quote, and I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like it was something about eating kidneys and like a question mark.
Um, wasn't it like a do I want to
No,
eat
no,
your
it was
kidneys?
like um have have what the fuck? It was like have eat have you eaten
Have
kidneys?
Have you eaten kidneys before?
How to burn a Luigi board?
a,
A
a
Luigi board.
Luigi board?
Um
Wow, weg board.
quiche board. Okay, we have to stop.
Quiche
We have
board?
to stop. Kidneys, huh?
That's the new
So,
one.
kidneys,
Kidneys,
huh?
huh?
Um,
That's like
that's what I was
chunks,
referencing.
huh?
I'm so glad you got that. Very
Good.
the only appropriate time to reference it. Uh, um,
See, now that we can't remember the real one, I
yeah, me
feel a
too.
little bit
So
bad.
kidneys, huh? It's
So
like have
kidneys,
God
huh?
fucking damn it! Is there a way I can like recover?
I think you'd have to pause it and then find where you said
God,
it.
I'm. You know what? No, the kidneys have
Yeah,
been
I
lost
was.
to time. The kidneys
No.
has gone bad. Ew! Don't eat those kidneys.
That the, the, the expiration date.
No, they've been in this world too long. They've gone stale. Crunchy.
Gross. Crunchy. They've gone stale. They're
They're
crunchy now.
crusty.
Oh
Um,
no.
have you eaten kidneys? I don't know. I feel really bad. Okay, I'm not gonna see. The reason I deleted it is because I didn't. I'm going out of order.
Okay, is there possibly an
I
undo
don't think
button?
there's an undo button. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what we can do? We can do
What?
it the next episode.
Oh, we just
Yeah,
redo
we
it.
come back. We apologize for the loss of your kidneys, and then we'll do it. But I think that one should count as mine.
Oh, okay, so it's me again.
Floor it.
Excellent. Because this next one is another phenomenal one. And you wanna know why?
Why?
Jay is back. He's
Oh,
back.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You sounded kind of like Justin McElroy imitating a vampire. But go on.
My legacy. Anyway. So we had Did Jay Do This, and now I have a little bit more story for this one. Because it's an interesting story, and I want to share it with you. Because I don't think I got to tell you, which is unfortunate. Because it's funny. So, there was a fire while we were on vacation.
I have a terrific story to share with you. 7 people died. Like, go on.
So, it was at Disney. There was a fire in the hotel on our floor. And luckily we had happened to already be...
Wait, when we were at Disney?
Yes, well, you were gone, but it was on our floor, and we happened to already be leaving the building, so it was fine. We just, but the sirens were going off while we were still there. So we were like in the elevator, the alarm started going off, and then we like had to click the button open on the elevator to get out of the elevator so we could walk down the stairs, as is
Right.
fire protocol. And it was really funny because my sister was going super fast and was leaving all of us behind, so we know what her priorities were. Anyway, I mean, honestly, big same. I mean, that's not at all true. I made sure Owen got down the stairs. He's 4.
Fucking chuck him.
No, he's 4. He didn't deserve this. Well, maybe a little.
Debatable.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. But, so, we got down the stairs, and we were all being, like, evacuated and pushed down. It was on boardwalk, so we were
Pushed down
pushed
the
downstairs.
stairs.
So we were all being evacuated, and we were being, told to go down the boardwalk to a particular area, and all of the employees were doing the same thing. So we were just kind of like we were actually going to go to Epcot, and you could walk to Epcot from our hotel. So we were just walking to Epcot, and as we were walking, there were these two chefs who had come out of a restaurant that was on board. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually. You'll see why. So
I
they
need you to understand that when you said two chefs, I imagined, like, the Swedish chef from the Muppets, but two of them. But, like, one of them is, like, color swapped, and that's it.
It's like the negative version.
Oh. Oh my god, he's the villain!
Like the doppelganger.
Yeah.
So, they were walking together, and one of them goes, and they were being, like, really loud. One of them goes, well, we can't blame Jay because he's downstairs. And that was all I heard. And that was all that mattered.
Spider-Man.
Because... Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, no!
Spider-Man, no! See, so we need to work in why Jay would be blamed, but also why they would need to blame Jay / Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, you saw the fucking hole in the wall, man. Like, he's a loose cannon. He's reckless.
Yeah.
So of course he's gonna do some shit like start a fire, even if it's an accident. But they can't blame him this time
because he's downstairs, which means they did it.
Which means the chefs. Oh, you're saying the chefs did it?
Yes.
And now they're trying to come up with a cover story, like who to blame.
Because Spider-Man pulls so much bullshit that they're all just like, Jay.
But they can't do it this time. What if everything that Spider-Man has ever done wrong has actually been the chef's fault and everyone just blames Spider-Man? Because at first it was just like they just happened to be in the same place at the same time and everyone was like, oh, Spider-Man fights villains all the time. This collateral damage must be because of him, but it was actually because of the chefs. And now it's just like a thing. And Spider-Man can't do anything about it because he's like, you know, like, it's just, everyone distrusts him, and he doesn't have any fucking, like, solace, because these chefs are just out there wreaking fucking havoc, and then blaming everything on him.
Yeah. I don't have anything to add. That was prime stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, I should have left some room. I should have left some for you. God, I went so fucking hard on that.
No, I was fine without the room. I provided the opportunity for the room, and then you took it, and that's great.
I think the chefs killed my aunt.
No.
I think the Listen. Here's my game theory. I think the chefs were prank calling. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
I think the chefs were prank calling people. And they prank called my aunt just out of chance, and then she fucking died. And then they were so worried that they weren't paying attention to the food that they were cooking because they're chefs, and they accidentally set fire to the kitchen, and that's the whole thing. That's how the fire got started. And now they're trying to cook. These are a couple of mischievous boys, these chefs.
Yeah.
So the fire. Were you guys in? Was it like a Disney hotel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It wasn't the one that we were staying at.
No.
Okay.
The one we were staying at was Hotbox once.
Oh yeah, that was the Hotbox Hotel.
That was so funny.
Do you want to tell that story?
A little bit, yeah. So, this hotel, we every time we go down, we pretty much stay there the first night that we're in Florida. And one year we arrive, and we check in and everything, and we get to the hotel. And we unlock the room and open the door. It smelled like vape, so I'm pretty sure it was like an exotic vape flavor.
Mhm.
Okay, listen. I was at lunch and my buddy was just like, "Man, someday they're gonna make a cigarette flavored vape, and we're gonna be back where we started."
Man, I don't know how to tell you this.
Seriously?
What do you mean seriously? That's like the first flavor that came out. Vaping used to be called like e-cigs, I think. I think they're actually two different things. But they were made as a replacement for cigarettes, so I'm pretty sure that's the first fucking thing they came up with.
Alright, I guess. But I feel like once we hit the point where they start advertising it as cigarette flavored, we've come full circle, and we can all just die now.
God, I've been here too long. Goodbye.
I saw this from the beginning. I
Ugh.
don't need to see its end, and then I just perish.
So you wait. Was there any more to the Hotbox Hotel story, or was that it?
I mean, my sister idiotically set her stuff down in the room like we were gonna stay there.
I don't see anything wrong here, fellas.
And then we walked out because we were gonna go ask for like a different room. We were like, hey, we're not sleeping in a hotboxed room, please. So she left her stuff inside the room, and then we locked it, and then we went all the way to the elevators, and we were like, hey, where's your stuff? And she's like, in the room.
She didn't say anything before you left?
Yeah.
God, she's kinnable.
Yeah, that was pretty much
Okay.
it.
So,
Not a lot of interesting things happened to me ever. Like,
No.
the hotbox thing was it.
I
Like, that was the highlight of my life.
was the one who hotboxed it.
So I could have something interesting to talk about on our podcast.
Yeah. Also something I came up with while you were talking about vape juice flavor. Pussy vape flavor.
I'll kill you with my bare hands.
Wait, why? It's good. I would pay top dollar.
Okay.
Inhale pussy.
I guess I can't say anything. I've never tasted pussy before. But I
Not
feel like
yet.
it would be unpleasant. Like, just, it's your genitals. You know? I just feel like it'd be not a great flavor that you'd
You're
want to, like, consistently
fucking-
taste.
Coward.
Yeah, I felt that one coming, but I didn't really care enough to stop my train of thought. So I continued.
No, I cannot stress to you enough, if I could get Jesus Christ.
If I could get Jesus Christ,
If I could
pussy.
get Jesus Christ. What about your Christian friend, you asshole?
I'm so sorry. Listen, I love you so much.
God, we're gonna
Jesus,
get
sorry,
sued.
Jesus Christ is trans?
Jesus Christ isn't.
Jesus Christ isn't what? Say it, coward.
Jesus wasn't white.
Correct.
Okay, cool. We lost one follower.
Bye.
I love you.
Honestly, him being white doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like that's
And I
the
want to
thing.
know where that came from. Like, I was thinking about it, and, like, when, like, it didn't occur to me until we were learning about, where he was from back in, like, I forget when, but it was unfortunately recent how I had to learn that. It's like, wow, he was from, you know, the Middle East. It doesn't make any sense for him to be white.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even, like...
I was gonna say Jesus wasn't white. God damn it, I forgot what I was gonna... Oh, I can tell you why people are so fucking obsessed with the idea of him being white.
I mean, it's because of racism, but go on.
Well, yeah. It's also because of, like, you know, colonialism.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Colonialism was racist.
Yeah, colonialism was inherently racist. That much is true. Still is. Nothing has changed.
My god, we're so woke!
We're Hey fellas, racism is bad.
Yeah!
Cookie drugs, except for weed.
This is how to be woke. Do weed.
Do weed.
Do
Don't be
weed.
racist.
Do weed.
We should,
Yeah!
we should make like posters for the school.
Don't be racist. Do weed. And it's gonna be like
Kids.
8 billion E's.
Hey kids, stay woke, smoke weed, and don't be racist. That's the whole thing.
And then there's like a picture of like a skater kid from the 80s.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's Jake Cool Ice. Okay, so, I'm gonna do this one from the top of the list so I can stare at it the whole fucking time.
Okay, so we won't forget.
Right. Okay. You pompous, egg-shaped bastard.
Eggman.
No! Eggman isn't even egg-shaped, he's spherical with arms and legs and a little fucking nipple head.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea
Oh.
who Eggman is.
Wait, did you just say that?
Yes, I sure did.
Did did you just make up Eggman?
No, I knew that he existed. I just don't know where he came from, who he is, and what's going on with him.
He's just the cartoony throwaway villain or antagonist from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Alright, cool. Glad we're on
That's
the same
all
page.
he is. He has no backstory, no motivation. He's just doing evil shit, because why wouldn't he?
Then, my point still stands. Eggman.
It's Eggman? But
Yes.
he's not egg-shaped. He's spherical. He's perfectly round.
Okay, listen. Some eggs are round. Like, the eggs you buy at the store, they're all, like, egg-shaped, quote unquote. But I'm gonna be real with you. If you buy, like, regular eggs from a regular chicken boy, you know, they're not all perfectly shaped, you know?
Well, sure. But, I mean, I've never seen a round egg.
I mean, they're not all perfectly
Well, yeah,
egg-shaped.
obviously, but they're somewhat oblong. Unless you're
Yeah,
talking about, like, a fucking ostrich egg, I guess. But your default is chicken eggs.
Yeah, okay. I feel like it's possible to have round eggs, it's just not common or likely. I just said that so I would be right.
Oh, sea turtles have round eggs.
Oh, well then, I'm right.
Well, you weren't right because you said chicken eggs, you racist. This is horrible.
Yeah, this is the worst.
Okay, so you pompous egg-shaped bastard, and he was talking about Eggman, I guess. This is gonna be... I don't know if we should go with that, because that's gonna be a hard goof for you to keep up with if you don't know fuck about shit about Jack about anything about Sonic the Hedgehog.
I don't know fuck about shit about anything.
I know.
So, and I've been going along with jokes pretty well until this point, you know, I think I can keep going.
You think you can handle Sonic the Hedgehog, man?
Yeah, man, let me just pull up the wiki, Eggman.
Oh, fuck. Let me just consult the ancient tomes.
Oh, what are you talking about? He's egg-shaped. Don't lie
Wait,
to me.
okay, now I have to Google him. Hang the fuck on.
If
Hold
you count
your 14 horses.
Listen, if you count his head.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. He's like a titty. He's just a ball with a nipple for a head. Eggman. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Eggman was voiced by Jim Carrey? Are you shitting me? Oh my god, oh my god.
We have to stop. We can't continue.
There's a Funko Pop figure of Dr. Eggman.
Okay, consider this. Maybe he wasn't talking about Eggman, maybe he was talking about Jim Carrey.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you saying about Jim Carrey?
Maybe he knew about the lore and how he was voiced by Jim Carrey. Eggman was voiced by Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
So, he was talking to Jim Carrey because he knew about, you know, the... What was I talking about? I got...
You know, now that I look at him like this, actually, unironically, he is kind of egg-shaped.
Yeah, there you go. I'm glad. See, I'm... There. Egg-shaped.
I found a picture on Google Images. I just typed in Eggman Sonic, and about the third row down to the left a little bit, there was a picture of Eggman T-posing. So I had a 3D model of Eggman T-posing, so I had to send it to Dexter over Skype.
And then I got distracted.
Yeah, but Jim Carrey voiced Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, so the guy who said that, we're quoting,
Mm-hmm.
was talking to Jim Carrey because he knew that he voiced Eggman once. So he was using that against Jim Carrey in like a Mortal Kombat style battle. Street Fighter-esque, that kind of thing.
But I like Jim Carrey.
That doesn't mean that other dude does.
I guess. But what did he do?
Hold on. Let me Google Jim Carrey.
Do you not know who Jim Carrey is?
No, I know who he is. I'm like, usually when people do things that are unfortunate, I just Google their name and then racism.
Oh, hang on. I hope there's nothing.
It looks like we're...
Hang on, let me look. Jim Carrey tweeted, "The worst terror a child can experience is being taken from their parents. Would blonde, blue-eyed children ever be treated so brutally at our border?" Good on you, Jim Carrey. Would 4,600 Puerto Ricans have been left to die if they were white? No, Trumpism is racism. What in God's name have we become? And then there's a picture of him like, holding up a... I don't know. I think it's like a drawing of, like, Trump as a baby, and he's holding it above, like, a garbage can.
If you scroll further down, Jesus Christ...
Jesus Christ, at Son of God and Man. There's a gif of Kermit the Frog going, "That's a very good point." Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Oh, God, that's so funny.
What a good time. His, oh my God, wait. Is this real Jim Carrey? There's a lot of drawings here. The description says the only social media account for actor Jim Carrey. I believe it's him.
Is it verified?
Yes.
It looks verified. So, yep, okay, it's him then.
Yeah, his icon threw me off, but yeah, I think this is the real Jim Carrey, and I really like it because his banner is Mount Rushmore with Martin Luther King Jr.'s face, like, photoshopped in.
Ooh.
Which is very, very good.
A lot of it's art. Does he do art?
I didn't know he did art. A lot of it's, like, political and, like, anti-Trump kind of stuff. Man, Jim Carrey really fucking pulling it forward for us. Like, good God.
Oh, okay, I'm going through it, right?
Right.
There's an image of Trump's face in toast, and then the hashtag TrumpIsToast, vote.com.
Oh, I see it.
Oh my God, there's so many good ones.
There are. I think we stan Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
But, so, the dude who said, like, "Hello, you pompous egg-shaped bastard," he must have been, like, an asshole then, huh?
Yeah.
Because what the fuck? Why are you against him?
Yeah, God, his content is so good.
Yeah, I like his artwork. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my body. So the dude who said that was just like, some Republican or something.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Very, very fucking unfortunate. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Okay, so I feel like that one was kind of short.
Yeah, but we did get to stan Jim Carrey, which I thought wasn't gonna happen, to be honest. Because I've always been under the impression that Jim Carrey just sucks.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like, it was mostly in terms of his comedy, so that kind of branched into him as a person, which isn't really fair, because if your jokes are bad, that doesn't mean you're racist.
Right.
But that's kind of where I went with that.
I'm not a huge fan of, like, Dumb and Dumber,
Oh, yeah, sure, I've never
like
seen
that.
that one. There was this one movie, Truman something?
Oh, The Truman Show?
Yeah, I hated that movie.
That one wasn't, like, a comedy.
No, it wasn't. I hated it.
Yeah, that one actually kind of gave me... I thought it was a terrific movie, it just gave me anxiety.
Yeah, I think that's why I didn't like it. I'm not gonna like a movie that fucks me up.
Sure. That's my beef with The Final Destination. Like, holy shit, I can't even fucking think about it without, like, freaking out. But that's what that did to me. And I don't really like horror movies to begin with, so that was rough.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but I liked, The Truman Show, even though it gave me indigestion. Have you seen any of like his comedy things? Welcome. He's following one blog. Wait, what? Which one is it? Oh, I think that's like his wife, Jane Carrey.
Aww.
Or daughter? Let me check. She's in a band?
Oh.
Well, her profile picture is a picture of assumedly her next to a very upset looking dog, so I'm very happy. But yeah, have you seen like any of the comedy shit?
Maybe. I think I tried to watch one of his like really, really, really old stand-ups, and I wasn't a huge fan.
Oh, sure.
It was bad, but in his defense, it was kind of an old one, and he was wearing a very bad shirt, and I was very distracted by it. so I'm gonna cut him a little slack, and assume that he got better after that.
Yeah. Damn, get well soon. But they, shit, I did that with, Robin Williams. I watched one of his old stand-up things, and I was like, haha. Huh.
I guess.
Yeah. But I was, like, maybe 8, so there was probably a lot of jokes that I didn't get or understand. So I'm sure that if I rewatch them now, I'd be like, but, because that's the noise I make when I think it's funny.
They know.
Yeah, everyone is well fucking aware. If you've been listening to this for more than 5 seconds, you fucking know. But, okay, I'm gonna delete this now. Are we safe? Is it safe for me to do that?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so now it's all up to you, Junior.
Sorry, I had to, get out of Twitter. Because you're standing him.
We are now standing him. God, we ain't never gonna get tired of this bitch.
Oh man, I left I wasted all my good ones.
Yeah, that's what I did. I went through a bunch of good ones at first, and now I think that all of them are good, but those were like my favorites.
Yeah, but see, like now none of them can like really compare.
It's not about how good there are no bad quotes.
False.
We can take a potentially boring quote and then turn it into a really good bit, right?
Oh yeah, sure. It's just I'm a thick bitch. Okay. Okay. So my parents drive me to school every morning, and it's usually one or the other. And on the mornings my mom drives me, we listen to country music, which is a little unfortunate because I'm not a huge fan of country music. Like I respect it as a genre,
sure,
but I don't.
I gotta be like in the mood for country.
Yeah, I'd rather listen to literally anything else.
Sure.
If possible. Like there are a couple gems out there. Rascal Flatts is pretty good. And then I like that one Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker, who used to be in Hootie and the Blowfish, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just, country boy lore. Anyway.
Sure.
So,
Bean
we were...
Boy.
Bean Boy.
Bean Boy.
Him. See, he's the only country artist I'll listen to.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the only one that you genuinely have, like, a big love for.
Yeah. So, we're chilling, and it's, like, early in the morning, because it's school. And I'm just, sitting there, and I'm, like, vaguely listening to the country music, because there's nothing else to listen to. And, suddenly I hear it. She ratted the ass in my plastic cup.
She did what in your plastic cup?
She ratted the ass in the plastic cup, in my plastic cup, sorry.
Wait, this is a song lyric.
Yes.
Oh, we have to be fucking careful. Let me Google this shit.
I'm pretty sure it's definitely not the correct one.
Hang on. In my.
Yes?
Hang on. I think she rattled.
Okay, but what did she rattle?
She rattled the ass in my Hang on. I don't care about misheard lyrics, but I would like you to post more, Nathan. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, so apparently everybody thinks that
agrees.
Yeah, everybody thinks that this is the lyric, and it's not.
That's unfortunate.
I didn't even know it doesn't even say what song it is. Lyrics. What? Kenny Chesney? Just a second. Kenny Chesney. Is he a country boy?
Yeah.
Kenny Chesney. Wait, that's the wrong one. She thinks my tractor's sexy. She rattles? Let's try that. She thinks my tractor's sexy? Does that sound familiar?
No, it's definitely not that one.
Okay. I need to look up the discography for Kenny Chesney! I need to solve this mystery!
See, what made me upset though is like the first time I listened to it, I was like, no, that can't be right.
Right?
And then in the exact same situation, I was on my way to school, it comes on again, and I heard the exact same thing. I was like, oh my god.
Kenny Chesney. I don't even know if it is Kenny Chesney.
Man, can't, like, why are you being a coward? Why are you trying to disprove my lyrics?
Because, it can't be it!
How can you be so sure? It's...
Everyone on Twitter was like, #misheard lyrics. What? Okay.
But how are they so sure that it's
Because what fucking song? Do you remember anything else about the song?
I could probably ask my mom. Do you want me to do that?
Yes, but please, for the love of God, edit out as much of the silence as you can. I cannot do this again.
It happened 2 episodes ago. I'll kill you.
Please.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
What did you learn?
Unfortunately, it's she rattled the ice in my plastic cup.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh my god! Hang on. Okay. Do you know that, first of all, it's Kenny Chesney and David Lee Murphy's Everything's Gonna Be Alright, if anyone's curious. So, okay. It's like that, there's a Vine that I remember seeing, I don't remember who the fuck it was. It was like a judge or something who was trying to say she was chewing ice.
She's chewing ass.
She was chewing ass.
Ass. And she couldn't say it right, and everyone thought it was hilarious. I love that video.
It's because of the accent. It makes it sound like it's saying ass, but she's saying ice. Oh my god, this is...
chewing ass.
She was eating ass. It's the same thing. This is the same thing.
So, country people can't say ice.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm glad we solved that fucking mystery.
What did we think it was? Her ass rattled in my plastic cup?
No, she ratted the ass in my plastic cup.
She ratted the ass in my plastic cup.
Yeah.
Okay, so ratted usually means like you rat someone out, but I can't imagine it, like, I don't know, I've never heard that word used in any, like, what does ratted mean?
You ratted, like... You ratted. Like, I don't understand.
What is... But in like your soul, what do you feel when you say that word?
Rats.
You're right.
Thank you.
Right. What does ratted mean? Okay. Rat. Verb. Past tense ratted?
Rot?
He ratted across the room. Okay, wait.
That's like... It's like scurrying, but better.
Yeah. So informal is to desert one's party, side, or cause. Which is very dramatic to describe a very small furry animal. So she what is it? What's the word?
She
denounced her ass into the plastic cup? Oh shit. That's pretty hardcore political fuck right there. I'm not a fucking, again, assologist, but like that's some
some intense stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god. What made her want to denounce her ass so badly?
Maybe she just didn't have the self-confidence to
Yeah.
announce her ass.
To announce her ass.
Are you sure I said announce?
No, I know. I'm just
Okay, just making sure.
You said
Because
announce.
that was half the joke. And I
Oh god. So that was where I was going with it too. That's exactly what I was thinking. She just didn't have the confidence.
so
She just widen the plastic cup. Like she was at a party and she was seeing all these other girls' asses and she was like, God fucking damn it, I'm never gonna be good enough. So she just fucking removed her fucking her
she shit her ass off.
Doing anything your ass off, like working your ass off, dancing your ass off, is automatically the funniest fucking thing to me. But shitting your ass off, like her fucking butt cheeks are now concave. Like there's nothing. She just dropped them off and she's done.
Yeet. Sometimes you just go, if you love something, you let it go, you know?
Well, she did the opposite. She hated it, so she fucking abandoned it in a plastic cup at a party, and she's never gonna see it again.
Rest in peace, her ass.
F.
F.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. So she just fucking removed the ass cheeks out of, like, lack of self-confidence. That's tragic.
Yeah, a little. But there's nothing we can do for her now.
She has to discover herself on her own. That's the only way that anyone can do it.
I believe in her.
I do too. I think that one day she'll learn to appreciate her own ass if she ever finds it again.
I doubt it, but even so, she should appreciate the concave ass she has now.
Yeah, appreciate it. You look at the things that you've done. You look at your mistakes and realize that without them you wouldn't have become the person you are today, and you need to be proud of that. This is a podcast about losing ass cheeks, and that was some of the fucking most prophetic shit I've ever said. Oh my god.
Like, it doesn't get any better than that. That's as profound as you'll ever be.
Peak podcast. Oh fuck. Okay, so is it me now? Is it me?
Sure.
Okay. Here we go. So this was back when I was working at the DNR. I wrote this one down a while ago. A child was, I think, trying to put a frog in the trunk of a car, like a real frog, in his hands, and he dropped him, and he said, "Oh no, your pants."
Oh no, your pants.
Oh no, your pants. So
the frog's pants?
assumedly.
Was there, like, anybody else standing with him? Like, did they drop the frog on the guy's pants? Because we could go that route, but it's a little boring. So I think it's the frog's pants.
There was nothing on the ground. This child was unattended.
Oh.
On the side of a fucking road by a fucking trunk of a car.
Maybe.
So that's not good. We can go with that. Is that less boring for you, Dexter?
No, no.
The frog's pants. That's what I thought immediately when I heard it. I was like,
the frog's pants?
The frog's pants?
Like, frog, like, you eat frog's legs, right?
Right.
So maybe to prepare the frog for frog leg eating, they warm them up with the pants and then slap them on the grill. Or however frog legs are made.
Oh, so to, like...
It's like a preparatory cooking thing.
Sure.
You did culinary. You know. You put
yes, of course. Before we make the drumsticks, we put pants on the chicken.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I mean, what else do you do?
Well.
Exactly. I got you.
It's been a hot second since I've been in the kitchen. Can we fucking... I fucking love frog's legs.
I could ask Kristen. She's doing culinary now.
We didn't do frog's legs, which is upsetting, but we didn't do them.
I mean, I think it's very fortunate you saved many lives
Listen,
by
there's
not doing frogs like. Listen, I love frogs so much.
I know
They don't deserve this.
they don't. There's no guarantee the frogs die.
No,
They just get
they're
put.
the entire legs.
They just get put in little wheelchairs.
Aww.
See, it's okay. That's what when I first had frog legs at Big T's where we ate before prom.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. The frog legs, when you eat them, look like little breaded pants.
Wait, so the legs are connected? Like they're
Yeah.
no. No.
Listen, here's what I think happened in terms of the kid. See, this all comes together because like maybe he found like a legless frog and got like some frog legs from like a restaurant or something and tried to like connect them, but when he dropped them, the legs
Oh no,
fell
your
off.
pants.
Oh no, your pants! I've solved the mystery.
You sure have. You're on a roll.
Frog legs are very good. For anyone who hasn't had them before, they're not super flavorful. They're kind of they're not like snails, which I've also had, but they're more like tough, almost rubbery compared to like other meats or whatever. But snails are fucking awful. Like it was just eating fucking like a tire. It was disgusting.
Well, I'd hope so. It's their only like self-defense.
What do you mean they're already dead? What self-defense? What would that do
like,
for them now?
If they make themselves disgusting when they're supposed to be eaten, they're saving their brethren from being killed and eaten because they tasted so bad and people don't want to recreate that experience.
Experience. Because
Sure.
it's French, bro.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Escargot.
Escargot. That's how it's spelled.
It is.
It's gross. I went to where I had them. Where the fuck was it? It was Henderson Castle in Kalamazoo. And I went there for my birthday with my dad one year. And that's where I had the snails. They had like the menu and I couldn't fucking pronounce anything on it because it's all like French and shit.
Yeah.
But I do remember I had rabbit, and that was also, it wasn't as bad as the snails. I don't think anything's ever going to be as bad as the snails. If you're into them, you're into them. I'm not trying to make them out and to be like a fucking horrible experience. I'm just saying that I personally didn't like them. I know a lot of people probably like snails. But the rabbit was like super tough, and I wasn't a huge fan of that either. I did have like apple cider or apple juice fucking like ice cream or something.
Ooh.
And that was very, very good. It was like eye curling fucking sour, which made me happy. Well, okay.
I mean, no, I'd be into it, but ice cream, I don't.
Well, it wasn't ice cream. It was more like a sort
Sherbet?
sherbet. Yeah.
I think some people say sorbet.
That's what I was about to say, and I got really scared because I've never used that word before, and I wasn't sure if it was correct.
Yeah, I like sherbet because it sounds funnier.
It sounds like a name. Oh shit. Okay, so now is the time where we would probably do the last.
The final.
Yeah.
The final part. We need a name for it or something, because I just keep calling it the end, and I don't like that. Doesn't mean anything.
The guess. The.
I mean, we don't have to be clever with it. We can just say what it is.
Riddle me this.
Yeah, all right. I like that. Whose turn is it? Because I have a couple of really good ones, and I'm.
That's great because I don't have any.
Oh, excellent.
Hang on. I need to. Okay, the one where we talked about the interviews and interruptions was the one where I brought my mom in because I was talking about Mothman. So that means the last time must have been you.
It was me, so it's gotta be you.
Wait. Hang on. Okay, I have one.
Okay.
This one is this one is I don't. It counts, but barely.
But barely.
So it's something that I've seen, which is going to be harder.
Okay. That's wow. Okay.
So, picture in your mind's eye a billboard,
Okay.
and there's Garfield giving the thumbs up. Go.
Oh my god. There's no words, it's just Garfield.
Yep.
Whoa. Garfield himself put that up. Garfield descended from heaven.
From heaven? Wait, when did Garfield die in canon?
No, he's not dead. He just lives there.
So Garfield is God. And Spider-Man is his son. Oh, I love this episode.
So, he descends from heaven to bless us with him smiling upon us. Because he knows it's a dark time and that it's what we need.
I mean...
Was there even any real context to that?
Oh, there was.
Oh, okay, go on then.
Are you done? Is that it?
Oh yeah, that's... I'm gonna be real with you, that's pretty much the point we're gonna get to each time I do these. I'm not very creative, dude.
No,
Like,
that's
this
fine.
is it.
That's okay. You know, we can only try our best, and that's all anyone can ask of us. So the billboard wasn't actually Garfield smiling with a thumbs up. It was a billboard for The Incredibles 2.
Why was Garfield on it?
He wasn't.
What?
My dad came home from work,
Okay.
and he told me he saw Garfield on a billboard, but the only thing that was on it was Garfield with the thumbs up. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, Dad? And he was like, the next time we go out driving, I'll show you. And a lot of time passed. Not like too long, but maybe like 2 weeks. And we were out driving, and Dad was like, hey, this is the road the billboard's supposed to be on. And he looked further down the road, and he was like, oh shit, there it is. And it was a red billboard with the Incredibles 2 logo in the middle of it, and no words.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, it was night when I saw it. I thought it was Garfield giving the thumbs up. And I was like, Dad, are you sure you weren't, like, having a stroke? Like, oh my god, my father? No. He can't even take, like, children's Flintstones gummy vitamins without throwing up. Like, please leave him alone. But, you just shit on my dad. Relentlessly. I've noticed.
It's because I love him, and
because
that he'd
love
do
him.
the same to me.
Yeah.
I feel it in my bones that he, like, whatever Kristen tries to start beef about the Packers and the Lions or whatever, I feel like if I pulled the same bullshit, he'd, kill me.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's only fair that in self-preservation and retaliation that I do this.
No, you're absolutely right. He does. Like, it's nothing worse than what you've said.
Okay, cool.
It's all like, it's funny, I can't think of a single fucking example, but I know for a fact that he's done it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think one time you came out of the school wearing, like, boots or something, and he was like...
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The super high boots that you have.
Yeah,
kinky
listen,
boots.
I got better ones.
Did you?
Yeah, like they're suede. Some fucking shit.
Oh, good. I hate
And they're-
suede.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, they don't feel great. And they're uncomfortable as shit, but they're sexy as fuck, so I'm wearing them all the time.
Good. But I think he, like, saw you wearing those and was like, haha, it's to make him taller or something.
Maybe so!
Maybe so. So that's that.
Some dude in my class once was just like, get on with the lace-up boots. I was like, yeah, man. And that was the last time he ever spoke to me.
Before the accident.
Oh.
One time I was in Mr. Hinkle's class, who was our psychology teacher at school. He,
What?
Oh, he's retired now.
Oh my god.
Holy shit, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, it's been months, but, he... I was walking out of Mr. Hinkle's classroom back when he taught psychology, and, there was, like, a very distinct smell of, like, burnt toast or something in the room. Pretty sure we all almost died in, like, an electrical fire or something that day, but somehow, unfortunately, we lived. And a kid was, like, walking in front of me, because we were leaving, so we were kind of like, it's not single file. We were like clustered together like you do, and he was somebody was like, "What's that burning?" And me and this kid both said at the same time, "Oh, it's my mixtape." And he turned around and was like, "Oh yeah." It was like, "Oh fuck, I didn't want anyone to hear that, but sure."
Dude, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. Ever. Both of you are like on a different level.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking start like a collaboration one day. We're both gonna fucking live our dreams.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, shit. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to Eavesdroppers. If you'd like to hear more, you can follow us on Tumblr and SoundCloud under the name Eavesdroppers. Oh, holy shit.
Well, not SoundCloud, holy
not
shit.
SoundCloud anymore. Big announcement. We are switching from SoundCloud to YouTube until we can find a better alternative that doesn't involve us paying money.
I don't have enough money for chicken nuggets.
I don't even need money for chicken nuggets. So you can find us. If anyone has any suggestions, of like sound, audio based, things, preferably things that like people know about and listen to. We were looking into Spotify. iTunes seems kind of like.
I mean,
too
we can...
professional.
No, shush. I think we can figure out iTunes.
You think we can figure it out?
I personally think we can. I just have to, like, look it up or whatever.
You believe in us to figure out iTunes?
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you do.
I mean, it's just Googling it. It's like, hey, posting on iTunes Plus, and then you press enter, and they'll probably tell you, hypothetically.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, I know.
But, so, if anyone has any suggestions for, like, other sound-based, preferably popular, but not necessarily, forms of, like, websites or whatever to upload our bullshit, that'd be great. So, if you'd like to hear more, you can follow us on Tumblr or YouTube under the name Eavesdroppers, and on Twitter under the name Eavesdroppers9. That's Eavesdroppers and then the number 9. If you'd like to send in things you would like us to give context to, whether you know the real context or not, you can send them in via the Tumblr, and I didn't realize that the inbox for that was actually closed. So, it's open now. You're welcome. Please don't love me.
Sorry. Man, everything's going wrong on your end. The sound isn't working, the inbox isn't open.
Yeah, and it's funny because all of them have really obvious, like, corrections, like, solutions. There was, you want to know why, the sound wasn't on in the fucking videos?
Sure.
It was because there was basically a fucking switch that was, like, it took up 98% of the screen, was, like, the most glaringly obvious thing in the middle of the fucking, computer monitor that was like, hey, asshole, would you like to hear your podcast? Or do you want this to be some kind of, like, weird art project where it's just a fucking hour-and-a-half long video of a picture of a hand and an ear and some sound waves? And I was like, Not a fan of that. So, the inbox is open on our Tumblr.
You did it.
I did it. You can do it anonymously, or you can put your username in so we can credit you. It doesn't matter either way. We also have a Patreon if you'd like to donate.
Because there's a couple of deleted scenes from the last one that if you pay $5 whole every month, I think, you'll get to, hear that with your ears.
Now, yeah. Fuck yeah. Sorry, I had to do a quick fucking bong rip. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's just like, you go to Patreon and you type in Eavesdroppers and it's there, right?
Hypothetically, I'd like to think that would happen, but honestly, whenever I look up Eavesdroppers in YouTube, I have to scroll kind of far.
Well, yeah, because we're not monetized, we're fucking infants, we don't know what the hell we're doing.
I mean, we can monetize ourselves if we wanted to, but then, like, there's probably copyright we'd have to worry about, and that would be unfortunate.
So, Patreon good. We're gonna put some deleted scenes up there. We will try to figure out something to do with YouTube. So Dexter, do you have any other final thoughts or like
Bro,
announcements
I
or things
could
I forgot to
talk
mention?
for 8 hours if you don't stop me. We really should wrap the fuck up.
Okay, so anyways, that's it for this episode, but we do hope to see you next time on Eavesdroppers. Shit, actually there was something else I wanted to say. But I can't for the life of me remember what it is. So if I end up having to put in a footnote, God fucking help you, Dexter. I hope you have fun editing. Okay, love you, bye bye.